That has then. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Mario Kart World Cup 2021, day 2 of the group stages. Okay, right, we apologize for the technical difficulties. I think we should be underway though. We're kind of rolling with the punches right now. So if there are any little critters, then we'll try and get them out as soon as we can. Try and fix them. But Joel, what is up, my man?
We're just chilling on a wonderful Saturday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. Maybe even Sunday. Who knows? Just ready to watch some good Group G action here between Canada and the Netherlands. Uh,
Indeed. Now, these two teams, Netherlands have played, I believe, 2 matches. I think they've just come out of a defeat from
yeah, to
against
the
USA.
United States. Yeah.
Yeah. So they and they also beat Austria yesterday on stream by a solid 160 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
So
was a pretty big margin of victory for the Netherlands. So I mean, props to them. They're not out of it yet by any means, but I think they definitely do need to win this match if they're gonna want to move on to the knockout round.
yeah. Um, so they're currently 1-0-1 after 2 matches. And then Canada have only played 1 match rather than 2. But they also played against Austria. And they did win, but they only won by 80. So not
Yeah,
quite as much, but they're
only
still
80-point win.
only
They're
80
so bad.
SMH.
But
Uh,
yeah. I mean, strong start for Canada, that's what you want. I think they're with the United States definitely the second favorites to come out of Group G here.
mhm.
That my opinion at least. I don't know what you think, but I think that's probably the general consensus that
I mean,
United States and
yeah,
Canada will be moving on from this
I
group.
think those are the 2 top seeds of the group anyway.
Yeah. So I
With
mean, that's
USA, yeah.
it's just not even a hot take. So
This is probably what is going to happen. But obviously, before they can do that, Canada do have to take out Netherlands first if they want to at least increase their odds of doing so.
yeah, for sure.
And it's not going to be easy for them because Netherlands, they have shown their strengths. Netherlands, they are a strong team. Obviously, on paper, I think Canada are set to win this match. But
Yeah.
Canada has Netherlands. Sorry, they have super strong players. They've got players like they've got Stur, they've got Vantox, um, Daisuke
Yeah,
as well, and
and
Mitch. I think
I
Mitch is.
think Yeah, I think the thing about Netherlands too is that they've probably played more as a unit than any other team in the
Yes.
World Cup,
Hmm.
considering that I talk to Vantox on like a daily basis. He's always warring with Netherlands like basically every single day leading up to this. So you know what? They should have that team
Damn, what a sweat.
cohesion, So but I think Canada has more of the star power.
Yeah.
Tyler, John, Heinen, those I mean, obviously incredibly strong individual
Yeah, they
players.
have. Canada has a lot more individual Division 1 experience, and so yeah, Canada, as you said, they have more of the star power. They have. I don't really exactly want to say skill because I don't want to say I don't want to sound harsh by saying that they have like more skill. But Team Netherlands, they definitely do have. I would imagine the better chemistry here. So we'll have to see how that impacts this match. Also, we apologize if both me and Joel are a little bit quiet on this cast. We're trying to do what we can. I don't want to just yell into my microphone.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
yeah, I'm not really trying to do that either. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean we've got
we'll
12
see
in
how this
room,
goes.
so I
And
think
yeah, we should be starting any time here. And I think that you saying that Netherlands is not as skilled as Canada isn't really a knock at Netherlands. I think it's more of just like a
Canada
talking
being good.
Canada up because Canada's a
Yeah,
very strong team. Maybe top five. I don't think they quite crack that top five national team list, but they're right
they're close though.
outside, knocking on the door for sure.
I
So,
think they definitely are a top 8 team.
oh
That's
yeah,
kind of a given. Team Netherlands are probably, if I were to say, just outside of a top 8 team. Uh, but they're only 1-1. So if they do get a win against Canada here, that'll definitely help their chances. Being 2-0-1 with 1 match left, maybe 2. I'm not too
I,
sure.
yeah, I believe four matches in group stage.
Yes.
But and if you're Netherlands, sure you lost against the United States last match, but if
Hmm.
Cinda's math was correct in his stream chat when he was streaming, they only lost by 58 points.
That's
And
not too bad.
yeah, United States, and they were using what I think a lot of people would think that the United States best six would be. So I mean, that's definitely a positive you can take away. It looked like the United States kind of pulled away in the last four races, but up until then it was a pretty even match. So I mean, Netherlands definitely has some takeaways, even though you know they couldn't get the job done. So
Yeah, Team USA seeded number 3 for this tournament, I believe. So definitely not too bad of a loss at all by 58 points
no,
against a team as strong as them. Sure, a loss does kind of suck, but at this stage, you can kind of soak up a loss. Obviously, a loss versus Canada would make things a lot more difficult because but actually, I think if they do lose against Canada here, then their chances of making it through are pretty much gone, right? Because it would
yeah.
be looking like just straight up Canada and USA would just have it at the bag at that point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to hope that some of the play-in teams could pull off some incredible upsets against either
Yeah.
United States or Canada.
Hmm.
Hopefully, one of them get 2-2. But in theory,
Or even then.
If Netherlands does lose to Canada, they're not going to have the tiebreaker on the U.S.
Exactly.
and they're
That's what I'm
not going
going
to
to
have the
say. Yeah.
tiebreaker on Canada. So, I mean, this is even though it's third match, still got one more. I mean, this is definitely a must-win for the Netherlands. And if in Canada's position, it's like, I mean, you start off 2-0 in the group. You've still got a play-in team to play. I'm not entirely sure. I think Nordic would be the team, and they're probably one of the, if not the best play-in team. But it's like you still got to favor Canada pretty heavily in that sort of matchup. So 2-0
Well,
group
we don't
stage
know, do we?
start. Yeah. I mean, a 2-0 start in the group stage, I mean, you're almost a shoo-in to make it out unless you like
Hmm.
mega throw.
Yeah,
But
with only 4 matches, yeah, odds are most certainly in your favor. But anyway, I think we are just about ready to go and get this party started. Team Canada versus Team Netherlands. Place your bets, chat. It looks like Team Canada has a lot of front presence in joining the room just by these track selections, and they are going to get their track pick as well. So
that's
have to
gonna be a
see.
huge.
Oh, they're actually top 6. All right.
All right, what are we thinking here? I'm thinking Canada plus 60.
Plus 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Canada's probably going to take it, but I don't think it'll be by plus 60. I'm going to guess like plus 30, maybe plus 40 around that area.
Okay.
But anyway, DK Jungle for race number 1. Team Canada, you've got to watch out uh, for the bumps around those first 2 corners. Because if you get bumped out, it's so easy to go from a top spot pretty much to last. And also
Yeah, for sure.
not just that mini chicane either, but also getting bumped off after or at the super bounce. Green goes up, not quite going to connect. Alpaco taking the cut. Going to find himself in first place for now. Stur's going to be backing his buddy up though, so an early top 2 for Netherlands.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Netherlands, Stur is definitely, the person who you're going to be wanting in the
Yeah.
front, considering, and I mean, if you guys are familiar with the competitive Mario Kart, Stur, one of the, if not the best time trialer out there. So, I mean, extremely fast player. So
2-minute
that's
world
definitely who
records to
you're going to
count.
want in front. Yeah.
Oh, there's
Ooh,
bomb from Tyler. If he throws it up here, this could
he
do
could do
some
something with this.
damage. And up it goes.
Ah,
Not.
a little too far. Oh,
Oh, it did hit
yo.
Alpaca. Oh, didn't know it lag hit.
No, it didn't lag.
But it did
Uh,
make Alpaca go wide, though, and now Tyler has managed to get himself into second. Some red shell warnings. I think Alpaca may have bitten the dust. It
yeah,
looked like it got rid off, yeah.
I did see John in the rear view. So
Yeah.
yeah, 2-3-4 for Canada. If they can get Stur out of here, this is gonna be huge for Canada.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're Tyler, try to chain reds on him here. But
Yeah, both John and Artie, the gang are here, and the Reds are being thrown. He's going to pull another one.
I
I
got
don't
another one.
know if Stir has any defense right now. I don't think he does, but these Tikis... Oh, no, he does. He actually had double defense in first. This Green I mean, I don't like Stir's odds here. He did take the
Oh,
double
Tyler
from
pulled
Tyler.
the second place
Wow,
coin.
that
That's so
sucks.
unlucky.
Well, Team Canada does still have one more item set to take out Stir here. It doesn't look like a blue shell is going to be thrown unless Team Netherlands are actually holding it right now. I will say the pack is actually pretty close. Yeah, those items are not really going to do it unless the snipe comes through. The fire though,
Oh, fire! Oh,
it's
he
going
got
to
him!
connect. You see, that's what we're
That's
talking
huge
about,
for
dude.
Marty.
That-
Oh my
oh,
god, he just got oh,
was that Stir again?
I think so.
It was Waluigi's
Uh,
Scooty. I think it was.
yeah, it
It
was.
was.
I think he sniped Tyler on the line.
Yeah,
Yo, that's huge.
that is huge. That's a pretty
Wow,
huge swing,
what
huge
a huge
point for
play!
him.
What a huge play from Stir. I mean, that's a obviously we know that first place compared to second place is such a huge drop off. So getting that
Mhm.
first for the Netherlands, I mean, definitely. I don't want to say saved their race, but it definitely made it a lot more even, favorable for them. So, wow.
Yeah, still a winning race for Canada, of course, with a +6, which I think is kind of expected with no shock from Netherlands and no blue either. For Canada to throw at Stir, but um, but yeah, with Canada being 2-3-4 for the majority of that race until Alpaca got redded off lap two. Not too surprising to see Canada have the advantage after this first race. Grumble Volcano, though, for race number two. We don't see this track all too often, but this is most certainly going to favor Team Canada, though, I think, because you can get drafts pretty easily at the start of this race.
Yeah, for sure. You can draft pass first, get those 3 coins, kind of just be on your merry way. Because obviously double second set as well is kind of
Yeah.
broken. Sure, coins are plenty, but I mean, if you're in second, get a draft like Tyler here, stream into first, you're gonna be taking all those coins. You're gonna be looking to get out of here as fast as possible. Looks like his
Okay.
his drift might have stuck a little bit there. That's obviously not
Yeah.
what you want.
Oh
What
my.
what was that?
I think I don't know if it was lag, but he not only did he almost hit himself, but he actually may have hit his teammate. I mean, you've got to A for effort for Tyler right now.
Yeah, that banana
Right
just
there,
went
but
nowhere.
a nice trail though onto a member of Team Netherlands. I didn't see who it was, but I did see a glimpse of the
Yeah,
red, white, and blue.
Netherlands having really favorable spots right now. It looks like Sir Mitch top 2, and I believe they are 5th as well. Yeah, that's El Paco. With
Hmm.
triple bananas around Canada, that could do some damage.
I think
Yeah,
Tynan,
Tynan gets hit.
yeah, Tynan is out of there, which should be a top three. Oh, that's almost a top four because that's I think Daisuke in
Oh,
fourth, and
Tyler gets redded. Yeah, top
yeah,
5. Top
that's a
5 for
top
Canada
five
right
right now.
now.
It
Or
this
not
track
Canada,
pick,
sorry, Netherlands.
this track pick has not worked out how Canada thought it would.
No,
I mean, we can
absolutely
see
not.
that Waluigi, classic 8 space box right there, triple greens. But we can see that Waluigi in last. He's in last for a reason. He's trying to go for that shock.
Yeah,
Um,
at this point he's just got to throw his race trying to get
yeah,
shock. I'm not entirely sure who that is.
no, I'm not too
I
sure
haven't
either.
seen I haven't seen John all race, so that could potentially be John.
It
But
could, and I
it
mean,
looks like
Tyler's got the star.
yeah, he does get redded though. That's so unfortunate. The
There's
shock
the
does come
shot.
in. That's Canada
There's
shock.
on that
Star
pull
Bill?
in eighth. Was that?
Yo,
I don't know. Okay, maybe he pulled it in like ninth or tenth, but that is an insane pull for Tyler right there.
Tyler
All the,
should be able to win here.
well, you think, right?
All right,
We'll have to
Tynan up
see.
here as well.
Got to watch out
Tynan's
for this.
got to be careful.
Yeah, yeah. Tynan with the right play there. Just
Oh,
don't.
Canada top 3, I think. I saw Teeps pulling up too.
Did you
That
know?
Yeah, top 2, 4,
Almost
5 for
top two.
Canada.
Yeah.
They flipped that on its head because that was looking bad heading into lap 3.
I mean, yeah, it was looking.
Glider section lap
It
2
was
rather.
looking more than bad. Without that shock, that could have very easily been like at least a top four for Team Netherlands. So that shock kind of saved them a little bit there.
I think that
But
I
hey,
do believe that was Gerald Din who was going backwards for shock. So I mean,
Eden.
big shout out to Cheatin for pulling that shock. That was because I mean no shock. I mean that's probably a 40-point spread. You've got to think.
Yep.
That could have very easily been a top 4, top 5 for Netherlands. Obviously depending on what they had, but the shock definitely helped. A couple Canadians dodging into set there.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
it
that
just
definitely helps.
kind of like at that moment. Props to Jiden for like knowing that he pretty much just had to sacrifice his race, as you said, because
Yeah.
if the enemy team's top four, top five on a track like Grumble Volcano, odds are you're not going to be able to just simply just drive up to first. It's not
Oh
quite as
yeah, no
simple as
way.
that.
No
Especially
way.
if the Netherlands have the uh, the defensive items that they would have needed to keep those top spots. So that shock was perfectly pulled, perfectly used as well. And Canada now going into race three with a pretty big advantage of what 26 points.
Yeah, I mean, 26 points after 2 races. It's nothing. Obviously, you can't come back from if you're Netherlands. I mean, just one huge race and it's back to even.
Hmm.
But if you're Canada, you're just gonna want to keep stacking up these wins. You know, they don't need to be huge or anything, unless you just want to, end the match by race 10 or something. But if you're Canada, you're definitely in the driver's seat. Thankfully for the Netherlands, the Twisted Mansion pick coming out, getting
Yeah,
Vantox into first.
and
Mitch
Mitch
here in
into
third as well.
second slash third as well. Yeah, uh, a shroom and that
Oh,
bomb,
oh God.
jeez, almost connecting with Tyler. It did connect with a few Waluigi's in the
I hear the
minimap. Didn't
DK
score.
Tynan shrooming into second here. Tyler should be able to overtake first, taking shortcut here. Vantox just needs to be careful because it seems like Canada has the majority of spots now. He's got to be careful to not.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Vantox
I,
trails him.
I figured,
He's getting redded though.
but
Maybe he does get
yes,
redded. Yeah.
that's worth it if you're Team Canada. Oh, and especially if Stir gets taken out as well from Jiden's bananas. Top 2-4 at least for Team Canada right now. Who's that with a ghost? That's going to be Alpaco, I believe.
Yeah. Alpaco.
I mean, this pack is super close. Going to be
Oh, that's a
spamming that
huge
horn.
horn. That's a
Goodbye, Vantox.
Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't hit Alpaco as well. I mean, if that
I
hit
know.
Alpaco, that's detrimental to the Netherlands because that's pretty much just
Dude,
a top three break for Canada at that point.
Alpaco's still holding his ghost. He's been holding this for like a lap. As he finally goes in, triple shrooms behind that ghost. That'll be why. Kind of holding it for protection in a way. So that's currently 1-3. I think a 1-3-4 for Team Canada. The green shell is going to be going up. Alpaca's
Oh,
got to watch out. I'm looking at this mini map right now
yeah,
with
that
Tynan.
Oh, Tynan getting TS? I'm very surprised there was a shock, but I do believe that's a lot of Netherlands behind Tyler. Oh
Oh no!
no, man, he doesn't.
Oh, there's
Uh,
There's some blood being spilled right here, Joel. I don't know how I
yeah.
like this. And
I
if I'm
mean,
being honest, I think there was quite a lot of Canada who got taken out there.
yeah,
Yes,
top 2, 4, 5. That was the exact same race I think that Canada just got on Grumble Volcano.
pretty much. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just gonna go back to that 6 point deficit. So I mean, that's
Wait, really?
that's
They
the
collect
risk.
same?
That's the risk you run trailing a bomb when you're going around a turn. Because I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, if you're trailing a bomb while you're turning, something hits the bomb, you're gonna be getting caught in the explosion. If you're
Hmm.
trailing a bomb when you're driving straight, it's
You
gonna
should be
explode
alright.
behind you.
And was like being shrunk after a shock, no less. So that's kind of
Yeah.
obviously it was probably in Tyler's best interest to just drop the bomb as the red was coming, but he didn't really look behind him too much. So I don't know who was behind him because if it was his team behind him, then sure, I guess. But I mean, the bomb exploded anyway, so
Yeah, I mean, it might have been one of those situations where it's such a mixed bag of players where it might not be worth to just drop the bomb,
yeah.
but also it's like you kind of just drop the bomb to keep first. To I mean, it's all situational really. You can't really knock him for it. It was kind of just an unfortunate series of events, but
Mhm.
good thing for Netherlands, they're you know right back in it. They don't let Canada continue with their momentum, which is what they wanted with that TM pick.
Alrighty, we're going to the dentist for race number 4. Let's go and
Love it.
it's time for that checkup. Jiden's going to be trailing someone from the Netherlands, but he's going to get taken out for it. So a 1-for-1, if you will. Quad streams right now in 9th for Tyler. I'm seeing a few Netherlands flags in these mid spots. We know Tynan is chilling at the back as well. So is Jiden.
Yeah. And it looks like Alpaco. Yeah, Alpaco in second, so 2-3-4 at least for Netherlands. 2, 3,
And a
4, 5
stir as
for
well.
Netherlands. Yeah.
Yeah, and with Tyler getting redded out too, courtesy of Jory, then I think Canada might need to go for a
Reddit
shot.
again. Yeah, definitely. I'm not 100% sure who's in first, but I mean, nevertheless, Netherlands having the large majority of middle to top spots. And you know, even though Shock very powerful on this track with the huge target shock.
Okay, well we have an advert. I don't know if it's coming on everyone else's screen as well.
Okay.
Not sponsored, by the way. Not
Not
sponsored.
sponsored. Yeah. Well, whatever this ad is, should pay us.
Dude, yeah. Really advertising. That's a pretty sick deal. To be honest, we're doing you a favour. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this is for. Oh, there you go, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, so sponsor the World Cup. We're back.
Mid-race as well.
I've got no idea what's going on. Titan somehow in first, or had to
Wait, how is Titan in first now?
had to have been a shock and Bill in the back. Not looking very good for Tyler right now. Titan pulling into first place in Canada.
Okay, no, if Team Canada had a shot, but you see Tico's also finishing in the spot. That's a Netherlands bottom too. Which it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Top 3-6 for Canada. So, I mean, they're just throwing punches back and forth, really. Just one big race. Netherlands retaliates with another big race. Canada's like, nah, we want the big races. So let's just have no ad breaks mid-race anymore. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're here to play Mario Kart and Mario Kart alone.
Yeah.
Sorry, other game companies.
Yeah, ESO, I mean, you guys are pretty cracked,
but these last few races, they've been pretty big swings, mainly due to shocks. Because there was Grumble Volcano, where there was a Canada shock after Netherlands were holding a lot of the top spots. Then there was Twisted Mansion, where there was, I believe, a Canadian shock.
Nah, that was a Netherlands
Oh
shock.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, there was another Netherlands shot. It's just that Stir got target shocked there, so interesting.
Yeah.
Either way, Netherlands got a pretty good race there. And on the other, and then the other end of the spectrum here, last race, another shot from Team Canada. Another huge race.
Obviously going on the assumption that they got a shot. Kind of hard bagging.
There's no way.
And all of a sudden, mid-lap 3.
Oh my god.
I think Tyler probably is going to be looking to soft bag here. Maybe change his star here. Try to get triple star in the back. Never mind. He's going to be going for the bolt.
Don't deep sea Tyler, dude. That's
Really?
the last thing we'd want is a bot shot on G's land. That's actually so toxic.
That's actually gross.
Just making sure Stir's not up to any funny business. What is he holding in last? I mean, Tyler, if you looked back, that would kind of okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think
if that was a Canada shock, excuse me. Hopefully they didn't. They did dodge Stir in last place. Hopefully he didn't have a shock behind, or potentially Canada might have had another shock higher up because I mean, typically, you know, first set lap 2 shocks on this track are, I don't want to say pointless, but I mean,
that's likely going to be another one.
Yeah, because I mean,
and also, yeah, what's the point when you can just catch up on lap 3 anyway with all the busted shortcuts? Tyler's going to be going into a star now. So is Stir.
Okay, that
suggests that
Canada first. Netherlands just blue.
Stir has a bill. He's going to be billing in 5th. So he's going to be in first. He's not going to be in first. He's going to be in 2nd. Quad reds from Tyler.
That's a bad bolt. At least he's going to be able to grief Vantox here. But I mean, that was actually a really bad.
Yeah, kind of stinky. Would have much rather get a shroom and take the cuts. And lucky for him, he got triple shrooms there. Because if he got something like a plant or a boomerang, then he was screwed. 6th place for the Canadian man Tyler, and 2, 3, 4, 6, 7th for the rest of his team as well. So Team Netherlands may have been able to get first.
Yeah, Stir.
But
good job to Stir to kind of clutch out first there, because I mean, he doesn't get first. That's kind of a huge race for Canada again. But you know, the Dutch first, kind of obviously a losing race for Netherlands, but you know, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So, but you know what? On the bright side for Netherlands, at least they're back into first place. You know, if they get their running track, kind of dictate the pace of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Mount Wario definitely a strong track for first place,
Yeah.
assuming they get it, obviously.
Yeah, I assume they get it. I mean, hey, Stir's got world record on both these tracks, right?
Yeah.
So pick your
So, I mean,
poison if you're Team Canada.
yeah, and it does look like it's going to be Mount Wario in favor of the Netherlands. So we'll see how this goes. Obviously, I feel like Mount Wario might be a little risky to a degree because 2, 3, 4. I mean, shrooms are relatively common. There is the cut right in the beginning
Yeah.
after first set. So,
But then
but
there's the
I mean,
obvious. There's the obvious that Canadians should be used to all this snow. So
exactly. But you know, I mean, assuming nobody gets shrooms.
I'm not seeing
I
too
don't-
many. There's a
I don't
few,
think- Yeah, Vantox was the only one to get a shroom. So I mean,
and Mitch as
yeah,
well. So
yeah, 1 through
that's
1 through 4.
huge. That's
Ooh,
huge. for
John,
Canada.
John can do some damage with this red though. And Tyler's got a red up here.
Oh, gotta watch out for these bumps, because if you get bumped off here, then it's gonna be very, very hard to catch up. Nice draft into a trail onto Daisuke there from Tyler. He's gonna be trailing again. I think that's Mitch right behind him. Well now it's Tynan. So
Yeah,
currently
Tynan-
at 3-3-4.
Yeah, Jory, I believe that's how you say his
I
name.
was Jerry, yeah.
Yeah, holding down 5th place for the Dutch. If you can get Stir out of here, Canada is big chillin'. Obviously, long tracks, so shocks are pretty common. Fireball, Tyler was. I just sounded like Yoda. 1, 3, 4 for Netherlands at the moment.
Alright, blue shell coming in, a single red. How did Tyler not get the double there? I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the trail though on someone.
And the dude did come out for Stir too. Stir looks like he was mighty gone. Triple bananas for Tyler. This is probably like the best thing that he could have pulled around a couple Dutch players. You got to be careful though for Tynan.
And a horn as well. Horn as
Yeah,
well to boot. So if Stir does get taken out, this is looking to be pretty good for Team Canada. Obviously, top 3 is a guaranteed winning race.
Yeah, Dice game 5th. Tyler may be looking to back. No.
He's gonna keep.
Play
I
conservative,
don't.
you know?
Yeah,
I don't hate
I
that
like
play.
this play. Yeah, I like this because his team are currently, they're looking like they're finishing in top 2, which they are.
Horn gets booed.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. If he
3, 4,
had that
5 for
horn, so he
Netherlands, though.
indeed
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 7. Bottom 2 though as
Bottom
well
2 though,
for
yeah.
the Dutch, which
Right.
it's going to be a losing race for them.
Yeah, I mean, if that horn didn't get booed, he's horning both Dutch players out of the cut.
I think so.
You know,
If
that's
not both,
probably
then at least
that's
one.
probably going to swing, you know, top 2, 4, 5 for Canada. But you know, we've all had it where we throw away our first item to use our second item. Second item gets booed. The second it gets in our hand. So
Yeah, I mean, we all know this game is kind of stupid, so.
yeah, a little bit. Oh man.
All right, 46,
Yeah, 46
points
point
is
lead.
the deficit. Gonna be another Dolphin Shoals track pick, but Cloudtop Cruise this time from the guys in red. Opting to keep those top spots because Cloudtop Cruise, again, is another pretty good runner, similarly to Mount Wario.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna get the track pick too, so if top 2 can just keep their top 2, then, hey, that's
Yeah,
always
and
good.
especially the super bounce is so laggy at the beginning too.
Yeah.
Where this could actually just decimate the Dutch 3, 4, 5, depending on who's in second. I believe John is in second, known
Yeah.
for his notorious bumps.
Dude, I
So,
guarantee you, after this super bounce, one person is going to be in the wall.
Oh, at least. Tyler getting triple bananas around Dutch players.
Ooh, that was
Draft-
oh, that was. I think that was the most gross way to die I have ever seen.
I mean, it really was. That was putrid.
But I will say that there was one member from Team Canada who actually got spam redded out at the first set. So, and we can see Alpaca is currently at the front as well. Tynan still holding on to the to a top spot as well.
Looks like Tynan's in second. 10-11 here for Canada. Vantox in last. Keeps getting redded off glider. That's actually annoying when that happens. Looks like Canada's got a lot of these bottom spots though. Take it how you will. Shock's very common on this track considering the length, but you know, barring the shock, it's going to be really hard to catch up because there are 0 time savers on this track.
Cheatin is holding his star. Tyler's not chaining his star either. I don't know if this is a... Oh,
Ouch.
that back green. Well, now Tyler's... I guess he feels like he's forced into his star, so maybe there isn't a shock in play. 12th is currently in a ghost. So...
Yeah, I believe that's Teeps in last. Tyler is just running into all the backs right now. Yeah, that's going to be Teeps in last. We did see him get credit off the fighter in 10th lap 1, so haven't seen him since. Alpaco, who was occupying those top spots, now in the back. Tynan also getting taken out as well.
Is that? It's entirely possible that's actually a top 4 right now for Team Netherlands. We do see a Waluigi spinning out in front of Tynan.
We haven't. I know that John started in the front. We haven't seen John the whole race, so I just. I feel like it's probably safe to assume that John is somewhere up in the top 4.
It's just John and Tynan's out of there.
Yeah, it looks like Netherlands has 2, 3, 4, if not, you know, better.
Well, we don't know if John actually is in first.
Oh, John's
right
in
now.
3rd.
Oh, he's gonna get taken out?
Yeah, man.
Oh no, he is. But Tyler is there.
Top 2, 4, 5 for Netherlands, I think.
Yeah, Tyler was there to kind of replace him. Yeah, John getting 7th. So top 2, 4, 5, as you said, for Team Netherlands. Canada getting bottom 2. So now Netherlands might be able to do something with this momentum. They might be able to claw back because that's slashed that lead by at least a third.
In half.
In half?
That was probably like a plus 24 race, I'd say.
It was a plus. Well, it was a minus. Yeah, plus 22 for Team Netherlands. So now it is almost in half.
Pretty much cut it in half.
Wow.
And that's got to be a confidence boost, considering that was Canada's pick when they had favorable spots for that track. So
it just looked like too many of them died at the start, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, if you're Netherlands, you take those. Honestly.
Yeah, no shock for the Canadians. Kind of hurt them there.
Yeah, 5 races left now. There's only a 24-point gap between Canada and Netherlands. So if you're Netherlands, you're really wanting to, you know, run with this momentum. Obviously, you know, they're kind of operating right now on 74 points after 7 races. But a couple teammates, you're bringing them down a little bit. But you know what? Maybe they're doing good work in the pack, pulling shocks. You never know. But if you're Netherlands, you're just gonna want to keep Stir in the front at this point, I think.
Such a sly, subtle jab. Like, yeah, not naming any names or anything. And it's just, well, Stir's in first and they're still losing, so...
Well, I mean, it happens. We've all had that happen before.
Well, yeah, of course. It is a team effort. This game is most certainly a team effort. And Stir, I will say, he's definitely holding his weight right now. Did manage to keep first. And Jory is in third with triple green. So if Tyler does get taken out, this could be pretty big.
Nice green by Jory there. Daisuke fireballing Cheatin as well. Alpaca, I think that's top 4 for Netherlands right now. Top 3. They're already taking cut here. Nevertheless, that's unlucky. Not entirely sure of the spots, but it's definitely favoring Netherlands right now. Daisuke does get hit out. But
I mean, look, we can literally just see on our screen right now. There's so many Canadian members in the mid 2 bottom spots. Stir is still just leading the pack in first, I think.
Yeah, he's playing like Time Trial Simulator right
He is. He's got like a 3-second lead at least. Tyler's gonna opt to bag. He is indeed. So Canada, they need this shock, and Bill Golden, that's not gonna help.
Netherlands bottom 2. The blue does come in for Stir, but he is so far ahead that it might just not matter right now. He just wait.
What? Oh, I think it lagged. Did he get blued off?
He might have. And it looks like Alpaco got hit out too.
Well, either way, Star is still in first. There are a few Netherlands members back here. This build strat is kind of disgusting. Oh,
ew!
That's also even more disgusting.
1-3-4. Oh my god. That was 1-3-4-6 though for Netherlands. Tynan was the only Canadian up there.
It's not often you use a bill and manage to like go backwards in positions.
Yeah, I mean that was probably the worst bill I've ever seen. That's too many people too fast. Canada kind of salvaged that though. It was
They
looking
did. They
pretty
really did.
bad. It was looking
Was
pretty
it
bad, but
2-3-5 for Canada? That's actually not bad
2-3-5
at
for
all.
Canada. Yeah, that was a pretty even race.
It does.
Netherlands also got 10-11, so
It does seem like though they really need to try and focus on hitting out Stir early because if you give Stir the opportunity to, he will just run away.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like we mentioned it earlier. I mean, Sir, one of the best time trialers, if not the best time trialer in the world. Definitely that time trial speed does translate into online. So I mean, if he's just driving for free, essentially, it is going to be very, very hard to catch him.
Yeah. Dolphin Shoals coming out for the third time this war. So I'll have to see
I want to see it. I want to see
if
some
the
bill
Dolphin
poachers. I want to see some bill
finally gets.
poachers.
No, no,
Nope.
no. Third time in this case is not the charm. We're going to Sunshine Airport, baby, and I actually really like this track pick. I think for Team Netherlands because if Stir can keep first, assuming he doesn't get redded out, and the rest of his team in the mid spots, mid to lowish spots, can pull shrooms and take Kurt lap 1, then this actually could favor Team Netherlands quite heavily. I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's really the goal when you pick this track for 1-4, 1-4-5, stuff like that. Hope your mid spot guys get shrooms. Hope first doesn't get spam green or something like that out of first right away. So, it doesn't look like anyone really got hit unless this is that was Mitch back here.
Well, I know someone who did.
Well, yeah,
Tyler.
Well, Vantox kind of got taken out because I do believe Vantox started in fourth.
Yeah,
So,
Vantox did start up there, I think.
it looks like Tynan pulled into first, however. So I mean, if you're Canada, you kind of want to stop letting Stir run for free. So, I mean, we're gonna see how this race plays out. The pack up front is so close that I can't even tell what's going on.
Tynan got taken
got hit out, yeah.
So that may have shifted the spots ever so slightly. That is a Dutch player in last, and Alpaco.
It looks like a lot of Canada's back here.
I'm seeing a few, yeah. I am seeing a few, at least like 4. But that's also a Dutch bottom 2 right now, I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, there's no way.
I'm kind of doubting myself now. Yeah. I initially thought it was a Dutch player in last, but perhaps it's a Canadian player going for shock, which, if anything, is more likely.
Especially considering Alpaco stopped the grief whoever was in last.
Yeah.
So you have a hard time believing that's another Dutch player, but
unless he's trolling.
Yeah, seriously. I think this is 4 out of top 5 for Netherlands. The blue is coming in. So if that is Canada in first with Netherlands all behind, I mean, this is going to be bad. Stir in fourth.
Tyler's holding this car for a very long time as well. I think he's kind of like...
He's probably just a star over glider.
He's hoping that a shock does come into play.
That was Vantox in blue.
That Canadian member did stop at the set, but no such luck. That green could connect. It's going to bounce back. Not going to hit any of the Netherlands members, though.
I think that was John that got first.
I
didn't see John that whole race.
I think it was a Canadian member in first.
But assuming that was John in first, 1-4-5 for Canada. I believe that was 2-3-6.
Oh
no, that was top 3 for Netherlands. Wow, I didn't see John that whole race.
Well, apparently he was the good-looking fella who started up right at the end and almost took out Tyler's neck.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, my assumption was wrong. So I mean, if you're Netherlands, wow. I mean, it's pretty much tied at this point. Top 3-6 for Netherlands that last race. Wow. I mean,
that would
Netherlands for really getting those top spots early and holding them down like pretty much the whole race.
Well, that's what they picked that track for Stir to hopefully keep first, and the rest of their team members to take the cuts, as I said, and shroom into those top spots and keep them, which is exactly what they did. Team Canada, they did well to try and go for that shock the entire race, but it kind of seemed like luck was not on their side. And now this lead, what was at one point
46, 30, I believe. 46 was the biggest lead.
40 or 50 points. It's now only 8 points. So Team Netherlands have done a really good job to claw this back, and it's still anyone's game with 3 races to go going into Excitebike Arena.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if we're gonna see any nerves, or being if you're playing a tight match, you tend to be a little bit frantic. with decision making, so I don't know if this is going to be a factor at all. Thankfully for Canada, they get the Excitebike Arena pick. 'Cause obviously, as we know, as competitive Mario Kart players, Wario Stadium, probably the most run-heavy track in the game. It's so easy to break away, but Canada breaking into the top 2 very early on Excitebike. Obviously, you have to take that with a grain of salt because it's Excitebike, but you definitely can run away on this track, nevertheless.
You can. Yeah, the only shortcuts, of course, being the only 2 corners of the entire track. Basically a glorified baby park is how I like to see this track. It's just one gigantic stretched out oval. Dude, could you imagine if this actually was 7 laps?
That'd be gross. I don't think I'd care for this track too much.
I mean, I don't anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, to each their own. It's very love-hate for me, but you do see a lot of Netherlands back here.
We do.
I think they're probably going to have to bank on getting shock right now.
And
I mean,
that might be a Boston 3.
Nah, Artie's back here.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. There he goes in his bullet bill. What's he holding? What is he holding?
I couldn't see. Yeah.
It's a banana.
A banana.
He stole it. He stole it.
The boot ripped him off. That's Alpaco in the last.
Yeah, slow down for a second, Tyler. Do we know what Alpaco has? Do it for the stream. Do it for the content. I mean, he's gonna activate his star. So I feel like if there was a shock in play from Daisuke, then it would have been used in a more like predictable time. Tyler would use a star in a more predictable spot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, obviously no shock coming in, but a lot of Canada back here now.
Look at this pack. This mini-map is really tight, and this last corner is going to be crucial. It's literally going to decide this race because the spots can change so easily. We did see one member from Team Netherlands getting taken out around that last corner.
The last corner is such a dice roll. That's top 2, 6, 7, bottom 2 for Netherlands. Definitely a winning race for Canada. That's what they needed with that track pick. Wasn't a huge win, but you know they're going to take any win at this point. I do believe that lead is going to go back up to about 20 points with 2 races left.
I mean, hey, look, you're putting the pressure on Team Netherlands right now because they have to make up, well, to win 22 points in just 2 races, which is not easy. Of course, they have done it before earlier in this race, which the race number 3, they got a plus 22 there.
Yeah, 20 points exactly. Man, if you're Netherlands, I mean, you do not want the Wario Stadium pick to come in right now. Unless you can, take out those top spots very early.
Well, this is the 4th time Dolphin Shoals have been picked, and
4th time's a charm. 4th time is a charm, baby. Let's go.
That's actually huge. They needed that track pick super bad.
Yeah.
Because if it was Wario Stadium and Team Canada just kind of ran away with their top spots and more, then that would be looking super bad for the Dutch. But fortunately for them, they're going to get their track pick.
You know, this kind of the coin flip track that you really want if you're Netherlands at this point.
This is actually kind of like, in a way, like Excitebike. Like you can front run it. It is a viable front-running track to an extent, but goddamn, shocks are good here.
Oh yeah, especially with the really broken bill strat in 2 separate parts of the track too. You know, you can bill obviously at the start line. It'll take you to right before the eel set unless you pass too many people, or you bill right at the end of the eel, and it'll pretty much take you to the finish line. So I mean, to each their own. I think a lot of people opt for the one at the starting line unless it's obviously the end of the race, but. Man, I mean, you can literally make like a 50-point swing on this track with shocks. But, barring shocks, running on this track is extremely strong considering if you're good at the eel. You can get away from everybody.
I will say right now, Team Netherlands are looking pretty good because not too long ago it was an 8, 9, 10, 12 for Team Canada. And we're seeing a lot of Netherlands flags up here. There may be a single Canadian member up there. Oh,
Tyler's get taken out though.
Tyler's gonna get taken out by Daisuke's fire. This could actually be a top 4 right now for Team Netherlands. I think it is. Yes, it is.
3-5. Canada really needs shock. Canada needs shock like now. Vantox getting boomeranged here. That doesn't really do.
Alpaca.
He doesn't gain any spots. Oh,
Oh
Tyler
no!
getting green.
Oh, that's huge.
That was that timing screen?
I don't think so, but Alpaca is in last. I'm gonna guess he's holding blue, because he's quite far back.
If Alpaco has shock, he is not using this. Like, no chance. Vantox getting hit out though. Vantox in 7th place. It's still looking really, really good for Netherlands. Maybe some, Alpaco was holding blue. Maybe some Canadians. The shock does come in late.
Shock behind his blue from Alpaco. That's actually going.
Canada's all back here. That was huge for Netherlands.
But top 2, 4, 5.
Top 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 10, 12 kind of hurts it. Now, but I mean, top 2, 4, 5. I mean, this is gonna be like a tie. This is gonna be like a tie race.
Pretty much
heading into last tie match heading into last race. Unfortunately for Vantox, he got absolutely obliterated on lap 3. I mean,
yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But
I mean,
as you said, a super good race for Team Netherlands. I guess it's going to be a plus 14, in fact. So literally anyone's match going into the final race. Only a differential of 6 points. So just these last 5 races alone, it's been a plus 22 for Netherlands, a plus 2 for Netherlands, a plus 14 for Netherlands, a plus 12 for Canada, and another plus 14 for Netherlands we just saw. So Netherlands have done such a good job to make this comeback, and they're almost there. They just got to have one last little push, and this track pick, if they get it, can most certainly help them.
Yeah, definitely. It is going to be Wario Stadium too. Yikes! And I'm not 100% sure if that was Sir who got first. Stir was in 2nd. Yeah, but I mean, this is looking scary for Canada right now. Because if whoever is in 3rd place better be mashing that L button so fast and just hitting somebody.
I mean, you're gonna hit. The safety net that you built up early in the match is pretty much gone, unless you count 6 points as like a mini safety net, which I don't know about that. But yeah, this start is super important, not only with the bumps, but also with the item spam as well. I think Sturge just got taken out.
Oh, that's not what you want if you're Netherlands. I think Canada did a really good job of breaking these spots. Yeah, Jaden pulling into first. Vantox gonna be shrooming into first, more than likely. Tyler just is playing Let's Not Get a Box Simulator. Vantox Mitch 2-3, Canada 1-4-5 at the moment. Mitch,
that bomb so close to connecting with Artie. The green is going to connect with Mitch.
Yeah, that hit Mitch.
So is that a 1-3-4 now?
1-3-4-6 for Canada, yeah.
Oh.
Alpaco's got to be careful that he doesn't get hit, otherwise this is looking really bad for Netherlands.
I mean,
unfortunately, from the touch perspective, I mean, Canada just broke their spots like right away. It's unfortunate. Fireball's coming in.
Alpaca got taken out. So did Artie though. 1 for 1. Tynan is still in last place. There's boomerang for Tyler as Vantox does take her, and he finds himself in first place going into lap 3. This is where everything matters, with the blue shell coming in from Tynan onto Vantox.
Yo, Cheetah just got obliterated, man. And he got blued onto boost pads. He gotta be careful with his boomerang though.
Do you see that? We see Alpaca in last, stopping at that set. Only pulling a bill. We don't know if a shock has been pulled behind that bill. It is possible. Dodge is being activated in the middle of the pack from what I would assume Team Canada. I think Team Canada are looking pretty good here.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler's gonna be cruising into a first place. Yeah,
late blue shell
like
was not going to do anything.
Canada was holding blue there, I think. Alpaca's getting 10th.
I think that's it. I think Canada has that.
Oh yeah, top 3 for Canada. Yeah,
I mean, 3, 6, 7, 11.
Well, I mean, I just ate my own words because I said if you don't want to see the Wario Stadium pick if you're Canada, but Canada just told me to shut my mouth, so.
I mean, yeah. I think what kind of was the deciding factor there was probably the fact that again, kind of like Cloudtop Cruise, too many members from Team Netherlands just got taken out at the start of lap 1, because as we know, Wario Stadium, one of the best runners in the game. Once you get up there with your team, odds are you're going to keep it. So,
Exactly.
and that's
Yeah, I
exactly
mean,
what happened with no shock from Team Netherlands.
yeah, definitely. I mean, Canada did a really good job of breaking the Netherlands' top spots right away in the race. Obviously, once those top spots are established, they're very hard to break. You know, barring some
Hmm.
triple res or a huge fire behind the whole opposition or whatever. But you know, congratulations to Canada for the nice win.
Yeah,
Uh,
that does kind of suck for Team Netherlands as well because they're now sitting 1-0-2 with one match to go. So even if they do finish 2-0-2, I don't think
yeah,
with the head-to-head, I don't think it's going to be enough to make
yeah,
it to the top
I
eight.
don't think it's possible for
I don't
Netherlands
think it
to
is
make it
anymore.
out of the
No.
top 8, but nevertheless, congratulations to Canada, 2-0 in the groups. Shout out to Netherlands too for playing a very good match. But yeah, I think we're
That's
gonna
going to be it for
be
us.
hopping off momentarily. I think it's is it England and Chile next?
I let's have a look. No, that's in an hour's time. I don't actually know what match is next. Either way, we'll keep you
Oh,
posted.
yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
you will
there's a
find
match
out.
coming up soon.
Yeah, me and
That-
Joel will still be sticking around on cast one more time, but until then, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab the toilet.
Nordic versus Netherlands. There we go.
Oh, is it? Wow, Netherlands back to back. Whew. All right,
They're getting all the prime time. But yeah, I mean, we'll be back just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere.
indeed.